Alright folks, how you guys doing on this early Tuesday morning, except for on the west coast. It's still technically Monday night, another 29 minutes, but we're going to talk a little bit about Raw. But first, I finally went to 7-Eleven and I was trying to get the the big gulp cups, and I was trying to look for the Shawn Michaels one. They had every single cup but the freaking Shawn Michaels one. They had Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and Roddy Piper. I was like, screw it. Roddy Piper for the win. That's right. I like the little design thing. I got the Edge one last year, but it's not Summerslam anymore. It's WWE All Stars. Hopefully CM Punk will be in freaking next year's. But yeah, it's a good cup. I like it. It was a drink in there, but anyway. Enough about that. Let's talk about this now. For the most part, I was out. I was pretty busy tonight, so I didn't get to check out Raw, live type of deal. But I did just see some highlights, whatever, on YouTube, and I think it was an okay go home show type of deal for the last Raw before SummerSlam, and I know they had John Morrison and R-Truth, Miz. It was supposed to be Miz and versus Rey Mysterio, but then he attacked Mysterio and whatever, and he faced Kofi Kingston, and then they had Del Rio face Punk, and then Swagger versus Cena, and then they had Beth versus Mickey James. No, I'm just kidding, Eve Torres. But the one part that really stuck out to me by far was the contract signing. Now let me tell you something. That was probably one of the best freaking contract signings I've ever seen in my life, at least from WWE standards, because, let's face it, when most contract signings are just like, I'm gonna beat you this Sunday, yeah? I'm gonna kill you this Sunday. Let's fight. That's like the freaking basically contract signing. This was really good on both sides, and it wasn't just John Cena and CM Punk. Triple H had a little bit of mix, and then we had a little bit of The Rock, believe it or not. And Johnny Laurinaitis, is that how you say his name? He was there too. But I just thought it was interesting. CM Punk, he showed the clip of The Rock. Remember when The Rock made that video against John Cena? It was on his Facebook or whatever, and it later went on YouTube. I thought it was cool that WWE used that to John Cena's disadvantage for CM Punk's advantage, and then he said that that CM Punk agrees that John Cena is a phony, but that The Rock is just as a phony, whatever. And then this part really, got to me. You think about it, John Cena kind of responded to us as wrestling fans, internet wrestling fans. What I mean by that, he said that I'm too PG for them. The fact that, he's, kind of like the Hulk Hogan of this era, and the fact that he needs to show his heel persona. I just thought that was, me, I'm not really a fan of John Cena, but that really, shocked me, and I was actually kind of going, whoa. I was a bit surprised to see that. I'm not gonna lie. So, not too bad by John Cena. John Cena, I'll admit, give the devil his due. He, that was pretty good there. And then, Triple H called CM Punk gutless because, he asked for more money, and the fact he actually wasn't there, and that the fact that, he had to call his way in there, call for his, contract, and then, he basically, called Johnny Laurinaitis, gutless himself, because the fact that, he didn't go up to Vladimir Kozlov and say, oh, sorry, you're fired. He didn't go up to say that to, Chris Masters and, was it Harry? I think it was Harry, because his real name's not David Hart Smith, whatever. He told him he was fired as well. So, that was pretty good too by CM Punk. I'm surprised WWE, the creative team, kind of wrote that for CM Punk. And, Punk later said that, John Cena has this gimmick of never give up, never surrender. But Punk said that, when Punk won the ECW championship, Cena came up to him and said, I almost gave up on you. And, and then he said that he basically had like a bitter taste, kind of like a little grudge. against John Cena right then and there. And while John Cena, his dream wasn't so much of being a WWE superstar, that he gave up being a bodybuilder or whatever in Los Angeles, California, and that was just like whoa type of deal. And Punk later said also that he told Cena that he will leave LA with nothing. LA was the place where John Cena first became WWE champion at WrestleMania 21, beating JBL, and that this time around when Cena's in LA, he's gonna leave with nothing. But the fans will still pee in their pants in their PJs over him. That was just, I'm telling you, this was just a good freaking promo here. And I know Omar review kind of mentioned it, saying that they shoved it down our throats. They shoved down the Punk and Cena, and I know for the most part that's not really a good thing, but I mean, I don't think really WWE cares about let's just say Alex Riley, Dolph Ziggler, Miz, Mysterio, Beth, Kelly. Right now they care, especially on the Raw side, they care about CM Punk and Triple H, and I believe CM Punk versus John Cena. I believe Triple H is the guest referee or something in this match, and that should be interesting. And then Cena called Punk if he loses at SummerSlam, that he basically called him a loudmouth one-hit wonder, and Punk's like, I'd rather be a one-hit wonder than a phony like you. And Punk kicked Johnny Laurinaitis in the back of his head. He left the ring, and then he said to Cena and to Triple H, "Is it a fix-in? Is this a fix-in?" But to me, I don't know why, it just was really good. I thought this whole segment here was good. It was entertaining. It was fun to watch, type of deal, and and it wasn't just CM Punk. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, it's CM Punk. He's a god. He did it by himself." No, it wasn't just CM Punk. It was also freaking John Cena too at the same time, and Triple H had a few words in there too. So it was like all three of them really did a good combination right there. So we'll have to see what happens at SummerSlam. I don't know what you guys think of this promo. I just thought it was really good and really fascinating to me. It was entertaining and fun to watch. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Happy Alcoholics. Yep, Ride Piper. I sponsored this message. That's right, super big gulp. Hell yeah, baby.